This, yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your personal narrative is deeply influenced by your conditioning. Your personal narrative is deeply influenced by your conditioning. Your conditioning gives you a personal meaning that is associated with each of the themes in your human design chart. Unraveling these meanings can help you figure out why you may be stuck in a story that is not serving the fulfillment of your highest potential. It can also provide you with profound insight into how you can consciously begin to choose a different response to life. Let
Okay.
us look at
So
the
that is what this chart actually gives you.
this is an example chart.
Yes.
Let us look at an example. Close your eyes for the moment and think about the word creativity, a theme that is found in many places in the human design chart. Creativity is a neutral concept. It simply means the ability to create something. How you perceive the concept of creativity, your experiences of being creative in your life, and the beliefs you are conditioned by all influence how you express your own creative potential
In your
in your
life.
life. Say, like all children, you are born with a deep connection in your natural creative ability. You spend your days daydreaming and thinking about all the things you would love to do with your life. One day at school, while you are gazing out the window and imagining how it would feel to ride a horse, your teacher takes her ruler and bangs it loudly on your desk, startling you out of your daydream. This experience leaves you so rattled that you consciously choose to not daydream ever again in school, shutting down a core element of your creative power. Next, let us add that your parents are practical and believe that all dreams are born out of hard work. If you want to do fun, creative things within your life, you must earn the right to do theme after you get your work done. Okay, let me read again. If you want to do fun, creative things with your life, you must learn the right to do them after you get your work done. Creativity is a luxury, one you cannot afford. Your family's work ethic has conditioned you to place your creative dreams on the back burner in the hope that someday you will earn the right to manifest them into reality. So we are always putting that creativity in the back seat. Finally, imagine that at 16 years old, you fall in love with literature. You are always a voracious reader, but as you mature and begin to really understand the elegance and power of the written word, you decide that you would like to become a professional writer. Let's go one more page down.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Why? Why?
Yeah. When you share your dream with your father, he replies that you are being impractical and that you would better pick a more profitable and practical career path if you want to get anywhere in life. Reluctantly, you agree and pursue a degree in business instead. As a result of these conditioning experiences, whenever you think about pursuing your passion as an adult by being creative and fulfilling your creative urges, you suppose you suppress those desires. Sometimes you think about writing when you retire. In your daily life, though you refuse to give yourself the gift of fulfilling the full expression of your creativity. Throughout your life, you are effectively telling yourself a story about who you are, what you are capable or incapable of doing or having, and what you deserve. In this case, it is a story of someone who doesn't place a high value on their own creative expression and lives their life accordingly. This is the power of a story. The tales we tell ourselves help create our lives on multiple levels. As you go through this book, you will explore a new vocabulary that you can use to rewrite the story of your life. In addition, with the help of your human design chart, you are going to learn how to rewrite your story in a way that reflects the true story of who you really are. A story that represents the unique, vital, and irreplaceable role in the world that only you can fulfill. I used creativity as an example for a couple of reasons. First, many of us have experienced this kind of stifling conditioning regarding our own creativity. Second, in this book, you will use a playful creative process in the rewriting your personal narrative. The exercises found here will support you in eliciting a response from the right side of your brain, helping you break out of the old conditioned ways of thinking about yourself. Changing your mind is not easy. The brain has evolved to be a deeply efficient organ. Once you have a thought or tell a story multiple times, your brain begins to build a neural pathway that nerves can follow with little or a little to no conscious thought. This pathway allows the brain to easily run the story through your mind repeatedly, even unconsciously, until it becomes a part of your identity. This also explains why it is so hard to break a habit or create a new habit, because an old habit has become a neural pathway the brain reverts to easily, and to break that habit or create a new one, you must build a new pathway for the new habit to take root. It requires time and repetition to reprogram the brain. While we are on the topic of neural pathways, it is a good time to talk more about the biology of the brain. As you likely know, the brain has two halves, referred to as the left and right side of the brain, and each half is associated with different neurological processes. The left side of the brain is where things like language, logic, and timekeeping takes place. The left side of the brain predicts the future based on our understanding of the patterns from the past. This is what science is built upon. When certain experiments consistently give us a predictable outcome, we feel comfortable knowing that the pattern is true, and that most of the time we can rely upon it to result in certain predictable outcomes. The left side of the brain is also associated with fear and doubt, protective mechanisms that cause us to be skeptical and resistant to change as a way of shielding us from unknown and potentially unsafe things. So the
So
same
that is
left.
our ego.
Uh-huh.
The ego
Fear and
is
doubt.
actually protecting. It will only let you see what you are comfortable with.
Comfort zone.
Hmm.
The right side brain is associated with the big picture. Holistic thinking, emotions, intuitive nudges, and traditional creative arts take shape here. This side of the brain is not interested in logic and prediction, and because of this, it is thought to be the spirit of pattern breaking thoughts. Creativity, including creative storytelling, is associated with the right side of the brain as well. Every time you consciously tell yourself the new stories about you, not only do you access the childlike side of your brain that is open to learning new ideas and values, you also draw on the emotional, intuitive side of your brain to use storytelling to break old patterns and chart a new path for your life. So, right side is the creativity brain. So, let's.
Yeah.
A new A new story stretches your mind to begin thinking about new possibilities and leads you in new directions. The use of effective storytelling is well documented. Highly successful people, like entrepreneurs and Olympic athletes, know what success would look like for them and focus their creative vision to live that story of success. Our goal with this new story, which you will continue to refine throughout your life, is to write a clear creative vision for your life. In this way, your new story can become a practical and powerful tool that works for you.
So
Getting started.
basically, the objective of trying to draw your corresponding maps is to write, build on the theme with which you are born and overcome the conditioning that you have been subjected to.
So that is the life purpose.
That is our entire exercise or the effort to find that gap, right? And increase our happiness and flow in life. That is what he is saying. So let us see further.
Getting started. To begin your journey with human design, you will want to get your personal human design chart. Although there are several websites where you can run your chart, you may find some of them difficult to match up to this book. Some charts from different software platforms look a little different and may have slightly different language than the terminology that you will find in this book. You should also keep in mind that some parts of the human design chart have multiple or interchangeable names. I have noted these where relevant. To get to the most out of this workbook, I recommend you use my own chart generator, quantumhumandesign.com. To get your personal chart, you will need to enter the date, time, and location of your birth. Then download your unique chart and you are ready to start working chapters. In the following pages, you will use your human design chart to help interpret your current story as well as unearth the story of who you truly are. To begin the process of rewriting your story, you will want to become aware of the old stories you have been telling yourself, your conditioning. This is not intended to make you feel bad or revisit old pain, but as with many things in life, you have to know where you are now in order to craft a new direction forward. I am a big fan of journaling because writing things down can support the brain in building new neural pathways more efficiently.
I
To this
agree with
aim,
that. Yeah.
the journaling,
So
he says, yeah.
actually, no, when you are rewriting something, suppose you are putting down your thoughts, etc., the depth to which you go, right? There are pathway milestones that are getting constructed unconsciously. Then when you revisit that a second time, that becomes an established pathway. Like I do that whenever I work on any new topic, right? While listening, I make my own notes, be it from presentations or whatever it is. So what happens? These pictures become the impression that we carry on for our life. Okay. So let's proceed.
I'm a big fan of journaling. Yeah, to this aim, each chapter includes contemplation questions and journaling prompts. Journaling prompts to help you to explore your old narrative and begin to build a new one based on the insights of your human design chart.
Correct.
You will work through a variety of questions that pertain to each particular section of the chart, which will ultimately come together to form your human design life purpose statement. This powerful creative process of unpacking your story up to this point and building a new one may require a few weeks to complete. I invite you to take your time, making it a deliberate and intentional process. Although you are going to feel fill in your life purpose statement using the information gained from this book, I encourage you to alter the vocabulary when necessary to make the statement of your own.
Hmm.
Words are powerful. They create and build. The story you tell about yourself sets the tone and direction for your life. The process of consciously crafting your life purpose statement is the beginning of understanding who you truly are and overcoming any life conditioning that has gotten in the way of expressing your unique self. I also want to be clear that there are no right or wrong answers here. Engage with this process without judgment. Pay attention to any thoughts you might have about the process and or your story as you create. Be gentle with yourself and use this process to draft a story that is big and juicy, that calls you forward and anchors you even when you don't feel like your current life is aligned with your authentic self. The process of rewriting your story is a huge step toward building a more authentic life. If you get stuck at any point, I invite you to take a break. Go play, go for a walk, do whatever takes your mind off this work for the time being. There is a lot to mull over here, and that takes time. For some of you, the words might not flow at first when writing your story. If that is the case, you can try turning this process into an art project, a fictional story, or even a poem. Many people have gone through this process and opted to integrate it with numerous creative expressions. One person even turned her life purpose statement into a play. What is the bottom line? This is your story. You are in charge of it, and you get to write to it. And you get to write it. It is the true story that you have felt in your heart your entire life. It is the
Oh,
story of the person
నేను
you hope
నేను
you
బుక్
would
క్లబ్
grow.
లో ఉన్నా.
It is the story of the person
లేదు
you hope
లేదు
you
లేదు
would
లేదు
grow
లేదు
in this lifetime.
జస్ట్
Save the process and view it as a sacred reclaiming of your magnificent self. By the time you reach the end of this book, you will have written your new story and your life purpose statement. I encourage you to expand on it using your own experiences and vocabulary to craft something that empowers and inspires you and gives you something to aspire to. Once your life purpose statements feels good and aligned, I encourage you to print it up on nice paper and even frame it. You can incorporate reading it in your daily practice. I like to read mine every morning before I start my day.
Okay, that is becoming materialistic and logical. Okay, you're drawn your big picture, now you're trying to make logic out of.
So, chapter 1, reading your human design chart. Your human design chart contains two distinctly different aspects, your soul purpose and your life purpose. Your soul purpose relates to the growth and expansion. Our souls manifest on earth to experience whatever they need to experience to add growth to the universe. Your life purpose is the story of
Okay,
who
so
you are.
this is establishing the entire framework for us to follow.
Yeah. So basically, soul's experience is to expand, adding the growth to the universe. So
Correct.
your life purpose, story of who you are in this incarnation, this life. This story is encoded in your energetic blueprint as well as in your genetic and epigenetic lineage. At the moment of your birth, your soul purpose integrates with your life purpose to create the once in a lifetime event that is you.
So
So
you are basically at that time you are creating what you call you are creating an environment which you are going to stick with,
yeah.
right? So that means you have not yet been conditioned due to any reason.
You did not deviate, you completely integrated.
Correct. Okay.
In the course of our lives, we often experience a struggle or challenges between the aspects of our soul purpose and our life purpose. These inner struggles are often. Can you
Sorry.
take out this?
Yeah.
These inner struggles are often prescripted into the story of life.
Prescripted.
Prescripted, correct. These inner struggles are often prescripted into the story of life. Many people find that when they understand their human design, they gain a deeper understanding of their inner struggles. This awareness helps them gain new levels of self-mastery so that they can fulfill their potential in a richer, more meaningful way. So the awareness of the deeper understanding, it helps them gain new levels of self-mastery so that they can fulfill their potential in a richer and more meaningful way. The human design chart, also called a body graph, is a visual representation of the sum of human possibilities and energies. So it is a sum of human possibilities and energies. The entire archetype of humanity is contained within the structural framework of this chart. All the possibilities for the expression of being human appear here. So all the possibilities for the expression of being human appear here. The body graph shows us the different ways we love, lead, follow, learn, know, grow, and so much more. Your unique
So
chart
now,
says,
basically, what is he saying? This entire picture is what is coded into and represented. That entire few pages that we have read is mapped onto this figuratively, right? So all these numbers, all these have a meaning. Yesterday we saw where these numbers are actually coming from.
yes,
These are all the neutrino streams that we have been experiencing. Correct.
yeah.
No, it's very interesting. If you really are able to get our right time of birth and all, I've been reading mine. He is giving me so many statements which I'm not at all surprised.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your unique chart says all these things about you and illustrates your best strategy for practical things like making money, having great relationships, being healthy, and staying creatively fulfilled. It helps you to understand how you work and how to best make your life work for you. We will cover these practical strategies more as we move through the book.
Okay. So what is he saying? This is the design on the left side. On the right side, you have your personality. Okay. Let's read this.
Reference this sample body graph chart. Your chart may look different depending on the tool used to generate the chart and your unique expression represented within the chart.
So those of you, my recommendation is those of you who have created your own chart, right? Try to see that chart. Okay? So that you are able to directly align, or you re-listen to this content, keeping the chart in front of you. Yeah.
Your chart may look different depending on the tool used to generate the chart and your unique expression represented within the chart. Each individual chart, which is calculated using your birthday, birth time, and birthplace, is essentially a map of you process energy, how you process energy, a map of how you process the energy. It reveals your strengths and potential weaknesses in addition to your gifts and talents. Most important, The chart tells the story of who you are, why you are here, and how you can live in a life that is true to you.
Okay.
The story of
Here,
your
ma'am, one sec. Here I would want to add something. Okay. See, here I would like to add one brief point. In the your soul contract decoded, right? We look at ourselves and say that we have got two triangles. One is materialistic, one is spiritual, right? And the entire purpose of life is to learn the lessons we have come down with, hone the talents that we have and we learn, and reach our goal. Okay. Then we have our Joe Dispenza's diagram, which is saying you go through atom, molecule, and so on in terms of building this body. But again, you are gaining the experience and wisdom. Okay. Here, what are you doing? You are going through bringing in the influence of external energies in helping you shape and undergo that experience. All these things integrate into what we are learning in Thinking and Destiny, which says that your thoughts creates your destiny. How beautifully all of them fall together.
And also the childhood conditioning and parental conditioning, society conditioning, that is also restricting.
No, it is not
Your,
restricted, it is prescripted.
predestined. Okay.
No, it is prescripted by you in your as part of your journey. That's what he's telling us, right?
Yeah. Oh, even conditioning also prescripted. Okay.
Yes. See, the inner struggles are often prescripted into the story of life.
Correct. Okay. Yeah.
But we forget that we have scripted it and the objective behind that script.
Correct.
That is life.
See, that is the soul plan by Schwartz, Robert Schwartz. He says we designed our own life plan.
Correct.
The story of your chart is synthesis of everything found within it. It is following in the following chapters. You are going to learn about how all the different parts of your chart work together to give you a richer understanding of your place and your purpose. Each chart story is unique, rich, and complex, and it involves a lot of data. The human design system is a combination of astrology, the I Ching, the Hindu chakra system, zodiac, Kabbalah, and quantum physics. So he combined all these.
Correct.
If you study art closely, you might find some visual evidence of human design's influences. For example, if you turn the chart upside down, it looks very similar to the Kabbalistic tree of life.
Let us try to do that and see. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize this. Okay.
This is what actually in Gita, Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, first couple slokas says. So the whole thing is upside down.
Correct.
The tree of life. Tree of life is upside down.
Okay, let us see figure 4. This is figure 5. Okay. Yes.
This is Kabbalah design, isn't it?
Correct. And this is what it looks like.
Yeah, correct. Similar to what Kabbalah,
Exactly.
that's right.
Yeah.
Correct. So these are all the different chakras and other points in Kabbalah. Yeah.
Yes.
So this is what we saw now, figure 4.
Yeah. Once.
Okay.
Let me just revert this. Otherwise, next time we go, we will be confused. Okay. You notice?
If you okay, you might notice that 64 numbers appear on the human design chart. Numbers called gates correlate with the 64 hexagrams from the I Ching. So can you
these
see
are
this?
the I Ching. Okay. Now, basically, I was trying to do some research to understand I Ching more. Okay. There is a beautiful website. Okay. This was translated by somebody. So, this is a matrix actually, if you see.
Wow.
All lines without break.
Got
Then there
Good.
is the lowest line as it is, the other to break. Then this moves to the middle. Then this moves to the top. Okay.
Yeah.
Then all of them are completely broken. And then the reverse process. These two are straight, the lowest one is broken. The broken one moves to the center and the broken one moves to the top. This is the permutation combination.
Here, the column.
Correct. Now, column also the same logic is getting transposed. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Now, what I learned is this. So, this is the above and below heavens he is talking about. Okay. The first hexagram is made up of 6 unbroken lines. So, if you take this, what does that mean? The first one is 6 unbroken lines. These unbroken lines stand for primal power, which is light giving, active, strong end of the spirit. These are the qualities. The hexagram is consistently strong in character, and since it is without weaknesses, that means nothing, no breakage is no weakness. Its essence is power or energy. Its image is heaven. Its energy is represented as unrestricted by any fixed condition in space and is therefore conceived of as motion. Okay. Time is regarded as the basis of this motion. Thus, the hexagram includes also the power of time and power of persisting in time. That is duration. Power of time and sustaining that power in this one is the duration. The power represented by the hexagram is to be interpreted in a dual sense in terms of its action on the universe and of its action on the world of men. Okay. In relation to the universe, the hexagram expresses the strong creative action of the deity. In relation to the human world, it denotes the creative action of the holy man or sage, of the ruler or leader of men, who through his power awaken and develops their higher nature. So this website is very, very useful. Okay. I am going to post it in our group for people to refer to. This will be helpful for all of us. Okay. So we go back to our book. So I Ching is represented that way. It is basically, I found that representation to be much better than this in terms of our understanding.
Maybe this represents Sri Chakra also.
Exactly. Yes, you're right. So we are not seeing anything new. We are seeing the same thing, but represented in different styles. And
Yeah.
so many times it has been repeated. Okay, let's go further. Where are we? In addition,
there are 9 geometric shapes known. Let's take out this block, Andy.
there. Okay.
Known as centers on different parts of the body. These are similar to the 7 energy centers of the Hindu chakra system. Although you can see pieces of these ancient wisdom teachings within the chart, human design is something fairly new and unique. It is a brand new tool created to help people in a brand new way. For more information on this, please refer to my book, Understanding Human Design.
This also, I think I have posted this book. If I have not, I will post it again. Yeah.
Assembling all this information is key to understanding human design as well as each individual chart. As its root, human design is a tool that teaches us about the power and possibility of evolution in humankind. Knowledge can be found on personal, relationship, and collective levels. Knowledge can be found on personal relationships and collective levels. Human design's real beauty is truly in the unification of all its unique esoteric components.
Okay. So energy-based components. Esotericism is basically to do with everything in the, what do you call, energy domain. Oh my God.
Astral based.
Unless I have the key, I'm getting into a problem. Okay, let us continue. Okay. So he's giving you.
This is
Yeah.
Yes. In 7 energy centers of the Hindu chakra system. The actual chart itself is also a synthesis of several parts which combine to provide an overview of each individual. To see the big picture of the chart and to make learning about human design easier, we must begin by taking the chart apart piece by piece. Breaking down your human design chart. Let us break down the chart into its individual components so that you can begin to understand how these different pieces fit together. The purpose of this chapter is to give you a broad overview of the parts of your human design chart so that you know where to find the information that you will need for the rest of the book. The following chapters go into much greater detail, so think of this as an overview of the chart. You will dive in deeper as you work through each chapter. Some of the individual chart pieces have energies that seem similar but are actually different on a subtle level. Please understand that as you learn about each part, we are taking pieces of the chart out of context. While every piece is important, the full expression of each one depends on what other elements are present in your unique chart. Understanding yourself and the intricate subtleties of your chart is a beautiful and worthwhile process, and one that you could spend countless hours exploring truly. For the purpose of this workbook, and to make your storytelling as immediately useful and impactful as possible, some nuances and analysis of the chart will not be discussed in depth. We will cover the essential aspects of the human design chart though. Energy types and their
So
related
now,
strategy.
Vinay, look at it. What is important? If you are trying to study a person, right, you need to understand, because his behavior pattern is nothing but energy. He is a ball of energy. Now, I will just take you to this. You can listen to in the audio book, but I am just taking you here. Okay. Now, before you synthesize, right, before you break down the chart into common pieces, you need a map of what does he look like as an energy. Okay, you need to understand the moment there is energy, then that energy needs to have awareness. That energy needs to have a direction. Okay, these are the 4 components that are important: energy, awareness, direction, and all the 9 sectors. Are you all with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, so from there comes your energy. You need a strategy, a process of integrating all the components in terms of how are you going to manage that energy? How are you going to orient that energy? So you have got an energy viewpoint of yourself. And the energy influenced by the inner wheel, that is the inside of you, and the outside of you. Then, to understand, you need to know that they can be grouped into profiles. Okay. Then, these are managed through centers. And then in the ecosystem, you have planets. But the energy, the profiles, and the energy centers, the way they connect amongst themselves, communicate amongst themselves in moving towards a particular direction is because all of them are free flowing in their own orbit, but they have to still move collectively towards a goal, right? So there are gates and strings that are attached. Okay, so here you can get more details in that other book. We will start with that. So first of all, our energies form into 5 types.
Okay, manifestor, generator.
Manifest.
The easiest way to begin benefiting from the human design concept is to figure out your type and to follow the strategy for that specific type.
Okay, we'll come to that. Okay, so what is he saying? When you look at the chart or story overview, you will note that your type is the first thing listed. The human system consists of 5 energy types, and each type has a specific strategy for making the powerful decisions. See, for example, if I give you this device, how you are going to use it for your purpose is what is contained in the word strategy. Answer to how. That is strategy. Now we will read that. Any questions here?
So basically these 5 energy types are generator, manifestor, manifestor, generator, manifesting generator, projector, reflector. The easiest way to begin benefiting from the human design concepts is to figure out your type and to follow the strategy for that specific type. Each of the 5 personality types has a unique strategy for making the decisions. Knowing your specific type can help you develop confidence and trust in your capacity to make reliable decisions for yourself. The 5 types in human design are manifestor, generator, manifesting generator, projector, reflector. Each type plays a different role when interacting with others and the world.
Correct. So he
Strategies.
is only introducing her. Don't go beyond the introduction at this point in time.
Yeah.
So this
Strategies.
entire universe ka game is played by these 5 characteristics. Okay? Yeah.
Strategies. Every type has a unique way of making personal decisions and taking action in the world. This is known as a strategy. Your strategy stems from your specific type and is perhaps the most important bit of knowledge to be gained from your human design chart. I say this because your strategy provides you with the key information about how to best operate in the world, including how to make the right choices for yourself and how to recognize when you are on the right path in life.
Okay.
Following your
Compare this to our day-to-day existence. You need to go to work today. There is heavy rain. All the traffic is jammed. But what is important? Reaching the workspace or completing your task? What is
completing the task.
completing the task? Correct. Now, there are various ways in which you can execute that task. That ways, that approach is what strategy means. And in the picture, what is it telling you? All of these together, there is a life purpose, there is a soul purpose. You have got certain constraints and facilities coming by means of gates and connectivity. This is like a puzzle. Correct. So how are you going to execute and still meet that? Interpreting that is what is going to be the strategy. Got it?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, let's go further.
Following your strategy increases your chances of increasing your chances for fulfilling your life purpose and for experiencing events and circumstances that help you to accomplish this on your path. So if you following this strategy, it increases your life purpose chances.
Correct. That means you will
Following
complete the lesson instead of encountering a problem and stopping there.
Not following this strategy for your type can create further roadblocks and can slow your progress towards fulfilling your life's goals. Given the importance of strategy, you can be sure we will cover it in more detail throughout this book. But for now, I want you to remember this. By following your strategy, you will more naturally align with your life purpose, minimize resistance in your life, make strong, healthy decisions that will help you feel good, imbue your life with meaning, and bring more joy to your everyday adventures.
Okay. That is what you will carry forward. Okay. Now, so you have finished 2 of them. You have got energy types, how each one can be utilized. There is a strategy that ties them together, and then there are 12 different manifestations of what you call the personality profiles. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So each one has got certain key focus area. We'll come to that. So let's read this.
The 12 profiles, 12 different personality profiles, which are illustrated in figure 8, can be found within the human design system. Notice that the profiles can have interchangeable names, all of which are commonly used in human design.
Okay. So it's a permutation combination of the 6 lines. Look at this.
The human design 12 profiles.
How is he arriving at that? You have got 6 lines. And each of them in a combination can be juxtaposed, right? So here what is he saying? Investigator. 2 is hermit. 3 is experiential learner. 4 is opportunist. 5 is teacher. 6 is role model. Okay. Now, there is a combination. If 1 and 3, 1 and 4, so if you do the combination, you are getting 12 out of them because each one can repeat twice.
Correct.
Okay. So he is a role model. In addition to that, he is also an experiential learner. He is a role model, a teacher who is teaching by experience or learning by experience. He could typically be a manifestor. Okay. He is an investigator. He is an experiential learner. He could be a generator. Right?
No, what do you mean a hermit? Hermit opportunities, hermit teacher. What does he mean?
No, we will go through that. I just took 2 at random. What are the qualities of hermit? See, what are the qualities of hermit? Right? He doesn't interfere with anyone. He is peace-loving. These are all the characteristics, right?
But he doesn't go and teach, but what does hermit is?
Well, he
Just
could be
staying
teaching in his own style. He may have a style of teaching. Okay. So if you read, we will get to that.
Okay. Everyone comes into the world with a specific profile and purpose. The 12 profiles describe the major life themes that you will encounter, and they illustrate another way in which your personality interacts with the world. Knowing your profile can help you recognize some of these major life themes as you move towards fulfilling your life purpose. Each number found in a profile has a specific meaning. The first number in your profile is the element of your personality of which you are consciously aware of it. Oh, the first number in your profile is the element of your personality of which you are
what is this first number? Let's go here. Okay. Do you see this number?
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
3 is the first number.
Oh, 3 is the first number. Okay.
Right. So 3 by 5. Now, if I go back, what is 3 by 5 here?
Where is 5?
Experienced learner and a teacher. Yeah.
Where is 5?
Huh?
Where is 5? I saw the 3. 5 is 5 कहाँ पर है? Go back to your picture now.
Yeah, है ना?
अच्छा, life purpose 5. Okay.
These two indicate something, right? And then where are they connected? Gate 46, gate 15. कहाँ है देखो?
46.
50.
This is the heart chakra.
हाँ. No, this is not heart chakra. This is Chi chakra.
Sternum wala.
Okay.
This is heart chakra.
Now 46 and this one. If it was open, that means other energies will influence me.
No, I did not get it. What's father's energy will influence me? What does it mean?
others' energy, my energy will influence you. You will not be independent. You are open. You can take the experience or you can get influenced. Both are possible, right?
So when it is in G center,
Not G center. I said when this is open.
When it is open.
If it is closed, then you need to identify whether it is beneficial or not and then take the right decision.
how do you know that it is closed and open?
If it is blank, if it is not having any color, right?
Okay, so like 51, 21, 41 is do not have any color.
If the color is not there, if it is blank, that means 35 to 36, right? There is a connectivity, but it is blank. I can get influenced. That means my sacral chakra is not communicating with heart chakra. With the throat chakra. Communication mein, there are some lessons to be learned or something like that. Yeah, I'm just throwing open a vague statement. Okay. So, yeah, we moved away. Yeah. So now, so the first number and the second number, they represent something. Okay. Each number found in the profile has a meaning.
Yeah, each number found in a profile has a specific meaning. The
Correct.
first number in your profile is the element of your personality of which you are consciously aware of
Aware.
it.
The second one is where you are unconsciously aware, not aware.
And more, yeah, and it is more hidden from you.
Correct.
Yeah, unaware.
So this is the hidden talent. That spiritual and non-spiritual, we looked at it, right? Materialistic, and it is hidden within the experiences that you are going through. Okay.
Your profile can be thought of as an explanation of your conscious and unconscious archetype and the themes associated with those archetypes.
Sir,
Some people are aware
the profile may be
unconscious.
unconscious and more hidden from you. Which is that second number?
That is the second number. You said I didn't see 5, right? You said no, you didn't see 5.
So I saw
Hidden.
5 in the life purpose.
Correct. This is hidden, this is consciously aware, no?
No, I did not get it. What is consciously aware is 3.
Yes.
Okay. So 5 is may he be hidden.
It
Okay.
is not 5. It is the position of the solar energy in my pattern which says that it has got 3 by 5 as a profile. That means I am aware of certain things and I am not aware of something.
Okay.
This is unconscious, this is conscious.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Chalo.
So he says some people are aware of their unconscious profile, but because it is unconscious, they do not have much control over its expression.
Okay. Now,
The 6.
suppose you take this kind of a chart to do a reading. Okay? Oh, he is not having this and it is going to affect him between gates 46 and 45. Okay? Right? So, agar ye hai, so how to read that? What is the corrective way that this person can get a balance here? That balancing, if you make him aware, he will go cautiously. It's like me telling you, hey, don't go on this road, वहां पे गड्ढा है. बारिश का मौसम है. There you will see. How will you identify? You will see a large puddle. Keep observing other vehicles which are going. Right? So you will give him all those inputs. That kind of a GPS signaling you will get. Getting it?
Kunju.
That is how you are supposed to utilize all this. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
मुझे लगता है सर एक क्लास हमें खाली इसको दोबारा समझने के लिए लगाना पड़ेगा।
हाँ नहीं लगे। सी व्हाई डिड आई टेल यू, ये आज इनपुट ले रहे हैं, आपका खुद का चार्ट को आप हर एक चीज पे इंप्लीमेंट करोगे। इन दिस एंटायर वर्कबुक, दिस 293 पेजेस, यू हैव टू डू इट। आज जितना किया है इसको आप अपने मैप में क्रिएट करोगे, इसका प्रिंट आउट लेके हाथ से लिखो या कुछ भी करो,
हम्म
राइट।
हम्म जी
चलो
जी।
आगे, the 6 profile lines.
The 6 profile lines. Following are some basic definitions for each of the 6 profile lines. Line 1, the investigator. The investigator needs information and feels safe when they have sufficient data. The internet was created for line 1 profiles.
Mm.
Safe when sufficient data. Okay. Line 2, hermit. Line 2 profiles needs alone time to integrate experiences and to reset their energy. The hermit needs space to feel good and grounded. There is a certain magic to having line 2 in your profile. Once you have taken time away, it is almost as if other people energetically perceive that you are ready to be invited out to do things and be part of the community again. Your friends and family seem to always find you when you hide and will call you back out, will call you back out into life. So that means hermit is like a hidden, in one place, not going out into
No, he
community.
doesn't want to step out. He wants time to digest everything that he has taken from his experience, and then he is ready.
Hmm.
So you need to deal with him by giving him time, recognizing his strengths, weaknesses, and deal with it.
Line 3, the experiential learner. The experiential learner must experiment with their ideas and be allowed to make mistakes without judgment. There is no getting it wrong for the line 3 profiles, only figuring out what works based on their understanding of what doesn't work. So, by doing wrong things, they will learn right and wrong.
No,
The experiential learner.
exactly. So give them time. Suppose you have a team member who has got this in his profile, give him time. Don't pressurize him.
Yeah.
Right? Or you are having this and in your profile you are suffering, you are being pressurized for everything. Change and choose a kind of a job, a kind of an activity where you will get the time to make those mistakes and without judgment. So from stressed condition to happy condition. Right? Yeah.
The line 4, the opportunist. The opportunist builds a foundation of friendships and needs to network as well as share. He builds the foundation of friendships and network. Line 4 profile needs people to accept them for who they are. They need to know what is next and be prepared to feel safe. Opportunists don't handle being in limbo as well. Okay. They
So if
don't
he is an
handle
opportunist, he cannot wait there for too long. He needs to keep changing and he cannot be without activity. Yeah.
Line 5, the teacher. The teacher is here to teach whatever they have experienced in life. They are considered karmic mirrors and are often subjected to the projections of others. It is through relationships with the line 5 profiles and the others that others discover what they need to heal the most within themselves. let me read this again. It is through relationships with line 5 profiles that others discover what they need to heal the most within themselves. Line 5 profiles need to trust that you will see the truth about them to feel safe, and they sometimes hide their truth very deep when you first get to know them.
See, I am a 3/5 profile.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have these qualities. Some I know, some I don't know.
Mm.
Okay. So someone may trigger something. For example, when we were doing spiritual tablets, one of our group members said, "Sir, you do book clubs. We are not following what is happening. So why don't you conduct that class again?" And we all collectively went through the revision. I didn't know I had the quality. Okay. So in 3, I didn't know that I was an experiential learner. But then when I married these 2, right, then we ended up completing the learning of spiritual tablets. And then I became a teacher. And I am not able to get away from that role of teacher. Right? But I am having a smooth flow. I am being supported. Now that I have changed my trust also, the universe also is trusting me. Yeah.
Line 6, the role model. The role model literally models for others what they are here to share and give the world. Line 6 profiles need to walk their talk. They travel through 3 distinct life phases. The first phase, birth until age 30, is a youthful phase of experimentation and experiential learning. The second phase, ages 30 to 50, is a long cycle of healing, growth, and studying. The final phase, over 50, is a cycle of living what they have learned. Line 6 profiles need to feel that what they are participating in it, what they are participating in is worth their effort in order to find meaning and energy in life. Line 6 profiles need to feel that what they are participating in is worth their effort in order to find meaning and energy in life.
Correct.
So they are the more role models. They experience 3 phases in 3 different phases. The 12 profiles are various combinations of 2 of each of these lines. Each profile is a combination of a conscious line followed by an unconscious line. You will learn much more about the lines in your profile in chapter 3.
Okay.
The 9 energy centers. The first thing you will notice when you study your chart is that it contains 9 geometric shapes. These shapes are called centers. Each center carries and manages a certain frequency of energy and relates to specific themes in our lives. As you can see in figure 9, the 9 centers are head, Agnya, throat, identity, that is the G center, will, spleen. Will is the heart center probably.
Yeah.
Spleen,
The ego.
ego. Spleen, sacral, ESP, emotional solar plexus, root chakra.
Correct. Okay. So he has put down heart, Agnya, throat. Identity, will is the heart. These 2 make up the heart, but both of them are separated. Okay. ESP is your emotional center.
That
This
is
is
the
the
sacral, not
center.
sacral.
This is the spleen center. So the
Yes.
first
Oh,
two,
it is the
New 2 added 1.
huh?
New 2 added 1, na? This spleen and the ESP. ESP is the new one added, na? And identity.
G and identity, spleen are 2 added.
yeah.
Okay. Sacral is actually solar plexus.
Yes.
उसको तोड़ दिया.
ESP और sacral
हाँ,
nerve.
ये इमोशनल हो गया ना, ये हो गया आपका स्वादिष्ठाना और ये हो गया आपका मणिपुर का. But then here the names have undergone a change. Okay. चलो आगे बढ़ो.
If a center is shaded in or colored, it is defined. A defined center has a consistent way of operating and is part of who you are. It is the energy that you radiate out into the world, consistent and truthful all the time. So shaded or colored means, see, if the
That means
center
it
is
is already
shaded or
committed. It is already committed with certain characteristics.
okay.
It is not
Yeah.
flexible. First gaya hai wo.
Oh, okay. So it operates the same way, both energetically and thematically. It could be raining. Mercury could be retrograde. Mercury could be retrograde. Mars could disappear from the solar system, and your personality aspects would stay the same.
So if this is the characteristic at the beginning, that is what you will continue to be.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then where is the scope for change is a question that comes to my mind. Anyway,
If a center is white, it is undefined or open. Open centers are where we take in energy and information from the world around us and from other people. Undefined areas represent the inconsistent aspects of your personality. It is in these centers that we have the potential to experience great wisdom, but also pain and confusion. Oh, the open ones.
correct.
Not
That is where you have got
so.
scope as well as challenge, both.
Not only do we absorb energies in our open centers, we also amplify energies. Because we feel these energies so profoundly and intensely, it is easy to get overwhelmed.
So basically, we will do this. Should we? I think we will stop here. Unless people want to continue. क्या करना है भाई?
So basically, he's explaining undefined and defined centers.
We can stop today, sir, here.
No, we will stop here. I expect that all of them will go through these in their chart and try to relate them. Okay. You can make your own notes also. Okay? You can read this link also. I have posted. Make your notes. Okay. What is this? Okay. Where are we? Yeah. So any comments from anyone?
And I have a question.
Yeah.
If you follow the life plan, if you forget, deviate from soul plan, you have to rebirth. You have to come again, and you have to fulfill the soul plan, right? You waste your lifetime.
Correct. See,
Then,
okay. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, in meditation, we should know everything. What is the purpose of our life, and we should follow that, right?
See,
We have so many passions, with illusion.
See, this is for you to ascertain and lead your life in a smooth manner.
Mm-hmm.
This is giving you two perspectives. One, your plan, one, where you stand. You are in between the two. Okay? Right? You are in between the two. Now, you need to take this reading for you to identify where you are transforming and what are the potential obstacles when you are attempting to transform.
Okay.
This is only that picture.
Okay. Sometimes when you follow the
We are going to get interconnected only through the theme of meditation.
Mhm. Yes.
Like
Some
yesterday we went
Mhm.
that exercise of what was that meditation that we did? I forgot the name.
Yeah.
Neutronics, what is neutronics?
No. Mel something. Monopole meditation.
What is that?
Monopole meditation. Monopole
Mono.
is the love energy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, this becomes the way you connect. So as of now, we are only doing the investigation.
Mhm.
How we are going to utilize this and how are we going to transform ourselves is in the making. But we have to first analyze ourselves. That is what we are doing currently. Let
Okay.
us not jump the gun. We are potentially capable of making mistakes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. But this is an interesting exercise overall.
We can stop recording and
Did I not? Oh, no.